fridge. Sorry about that. I'm gonna read a couple lines from this poem. Dried maple and ash bark, lush emerald flats. The fall-colored arena hark, the wide superior mass. At the valley's peak, encircled my life, the open space speaks. Let me end the strife.
Yo, what's up, everyone? How was everyone's weekend? Mine was pretty cool. It started off with a fishing trip, lots of drinking, watched the Ohio State game, watched the Bengals game, watched a bunch of college football, actually, and then had brunch Sunday, so very eventful weekend for me. Really fun, good time to relax and maybe get a little bit away from the charts from what happened on Thursday morning. That was nuts. The whole Binance thing, I'm going to talk about that. And again, I think that's absolutely nuts if you use Binance US. I did, and now I don't anymore. I filed a complaint. Probably won't get anywhere, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and alts are looking really bullish in my opinion. We're going to specifically talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum right now because I think that they're going to take off first, and then as we know, alts kind of pick up steam as the rest of the bull market will go. Also, I wanted to mention Evergrande managed to pay off interest. This is huge. This will keep the market going. Overall, kind of eliminates that death looming above or that fear looming above now that that's kind of being pushed back further. And hopefully it continues to be pushed back further. We really need that. As always, I always open the stream. If you'd like to, please join Discord. If you have any questions after stream or you just want to learn other people's opinions or you want to learn a certain indicator or a different trading strategy, by all means, please join Discord. The link is below, and we'd really appreciate to have you. And then as always, if you find the content interesting, please like and subscribe. It helps get my name out. I do put a lot of work into these charts and these live streams. I'd really appreciate any kind of support you can offer. It's literally free to subscribe. So thank you if you do so. All right. I'm going to start getting into this. Looks like we've got, let's see who we got here. Who do we have? Bill, what's up, man? Victor, what's up? Is Terry in here? I hope Terry's in here. I know he's been a little anxious. I hope Cheese is in here too. The chat hasn't refreshed yet, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So Total One, this is, if you guys don't know what the total chart is, this is all of crypto, so with Bitcoin included. So we had this kind of double top ahead, which was, in my opinion, now looking at it, it was a bear trap. I mean, it sucks to say that, and I fell for it, but I was trying to protect myself because if this didn't turn to the upside, man, it was going to be rough. But now it's looking more like a cup and handle. We broke this resistance, and we backtested it. We could backtest it again. I doubt it. I think I'll go more into that when we get into Bitcoin, but I think we're going to see some parabolic price action here pretty soon. What's up, Alex? Alec? What's up, Terry? Yeah, Terry, hopefully what I'm about to tell you with the total charts and with Bitcoin will help you figure out a game plan if you don't have one yet, or anyone here. I talk to Terry a lot, so if you don't have a game plan yet, hopefully this helps confirm or develop your game plan. So back to total. Yeah, we saw what looked like a double top, and then we broke through it. Last week we backtested our old resistance, which is now support, which is very, very bullish, and now we're pushing higher. We're pushing higher highs. We just broke out, so I expect this to keep continuing upwards. I don't see any reason why it won't. The last time we broke resistance was this golden line, and I mean, look what happened. I mean, this was what, January, February, when we had that small dip, but essentially we just went parabolic all the way up. I mean, you had a couple red weeks in here, but ultimately price just kept going up. And again, that's for the entire crypto space. So all of crypto was just kept gaining and gaining. And as we know, Bitcoin leads, then Ethereum leads, then small cap coins lead, and then your shit coins like your ass coin, your Shiba Inu, your, for a while, Doge coin, whatever. Those coins pop off. So now I'm going to look at Total 2. I think we're on the same page that Total is very bullish, like crypto in general is very bullish. So Total 2, this is, sorry, I tweeted that earlier. Total 2 is Ethereum and all the altcoins together. So Ethereum's kind of like the queen of cryptocurrency. It's in regards to, I don't even consider it an altcoin, honestly. I mean, it kind of does its own thing. Like Bitcoin goes, then Ethereum goes, and then it's alt. So Ethereum's kind of its own thing, kind of like Bitcoin. It's definitely decoupling more and more as we continue on in time. But this is very bullish. We had, honestly, I mean, we had what was resistance up here. I mean, it's hard to say because of the closes, but we originally broke out, came back down. Now we're breaking out again. We're very, very close to setting a new all-time high in Total 2. Again, what does this say? 21 people, only 3 likes. Smash that. Oh, what's up, Topo? Appreciate it, man. I will talk about VT. I know you and Luke love VT, so I was going to go over that. But yeah, Total 2 looking really solid, just like Total 1, very, very solid. So to me, this is telling me that now Ethereum is going to start outperforming Bitcoin. You know, it probably won't be tomorrow, probably won't be until like next week or the week after, but this is telling me that Ethereum's going to start taking off. So now I'm going to look at Total 3. Total 3, wow, it actually did break out today. Holy crap. Alrighty then, Total 3 broke out too. So now Total 2 and Total 3 are breaking out. This means that Bitcoin's going to start running out of steam, and the altcoins, Ethereum and the altcoins, are going to start picking up. So I'm going to go over Bitcoin like always. You know, it's good to get a nice market sentiment, but if you're not in this market right now, you should be looking at altcoins that haven't broken out, specifically ADA. Look at ADA. It is in a perfect range to just take off, just blast off to Pluto. But yeah, no, this is looking pretty good. I mean, this is a weekly, so we have to close above it on the weekly, but it's looking like a breakout. So keep that in mind. Maybe watch this throughout the rest of the week, and you know, if we close this, man, all coins are going to go. I mean, it's barely above, like barely above it right now, but it's starting to get there. This is good. And then I believe the altcoin, this is the altcoin futures. It's kind of doing what Bitcoin just did. If we look at Bitcoin, it's kind of doing what Bitcoin did, or even like Ethereum. We kind of have a cup and handle here, a little awkward, but once this breaks 6,000, all coins are going to moon. I mean, we're getting closer and closer each week. So Sid, man, thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. W on the weekly for total. I don't see. Where's your W? Which chart? But okay. While he's trying to figure that out, again, cup and handle total 3. I mean, just like total 2, it's I'm anticipating total 3 to follow total 2. As we know, it goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, then altcoins, then your shitty cap coins. So, okay, guys, that's why I'm really bullish right now. I mean, your total charts are breaking out. They just started breaking out. So if you're like, oh, well, Bitcoin's at 62K, I missed out on a 50% gain. Look for alts. I mean, you can still go in Bitcoin. I'm sure Bitcoin's going to continue higher. I don't know if it'll break 100K, to be completely honest. In my own opinion, if you were to ask me, like, to be completely honest, I don't think so. I don't think Bitcoin's going to break 100K. You know, I've been wrong before, so I could be wrong again. But to me, looking at now Bitcoin dominance, we rejected really hard. So now this is no longer really a double bottom. If we break 39 or 40 around this area, altcoins are going to explode. Like, unbelievable gains for alts, especially your really shit coins like Shiba. Like, I can't even go off the list because I don't look at those, but your ADAs, your VETs, your really solid altcoins that aren't like as expensive as Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash, those are going to moon. I mean, Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash will moon as well, but your ADAs, your VETs, like I just said, even Doge or Solana, like those are really, really going to rip hard. So as long as we keep rejecting the 47 level, this is really, really good for alts. So pay attention to the Bitcoin dominance chart. If this dominance continues higher, alts are going to get wrecked, like wrecked really hard. And to me, that could be a very big sign of bearishness because as we know, altcoins outperform Bitcoin in a bull market and Bitcoin outperforms altcoins in a bear market. So just keep that in mind. Yo, what's up, O? We got to make like a new video or something, man. I feel bad. For those of you guys who don't know, my video editor, OtheDirector in the Discord, we had a really fantastic video if this market dropped. Because to be completely honest, my whole system was bearish up until about last week and this week especially. I was pretty bearish. I wasn't really looking to trade. I didn't want to swing trade. It just didn't. I needed more confirmation, and now I got it. So happily able to buy alts that haven't broken out. And we're going to start getting those after we talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, the king, looking pretty good. Last week, we closed above 60K. This was huge. This is what originally turned me on to being bullish. We saw what looks like a shooting star doji or a gravestone doji. This is a very, very bearish candle, believe it or not. Generally, it signals market tops, especially looking that we have pretty much a double top in play. But on Sunday, excuse me, on Sunday, we never broke 60K. If we break below 60K, I'm going to start getting a little worried, just a little bit, just a teensy bit worried, because that's not a good sign. You don't break and close above weekly resistance just to lose it a week later. That's not a good sign. But overall, this is looking pretty. The structure's looking pretty bullish. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet earlier today, but I had mentioned that this price action is starting to make parabolic advance moves. So if we look back over here around, oh, my auto's not working. If we look over here around like this 10K area, we saw that volume was going up as price is going up. This is very, very good. This is signaling that a parabolic advance is most likely going to continue and that we are very bullish. And we also kept gaining going into 20K. So from your 19 to post 20K all the way to 40K, this is a very solid indicator of a bull market. I mean, obviously when we broke 20K, that did it. But then we continued even higher to 60. I mean, we saw some exhaustive price action, which is normal, you know, and then we saw a 50% correction or a 60% correction, and now we're continuing higher. So we actually had volume going down as price going up, correction. We made a higher low than back here, and now we're seeing volume come back in. And if this buying volume keeps increasing and keeps going, parabolic price action is going to occur, and we're just going to keep seeing Bitcoin probably do a 50 to 60% move for sure. Like I said, I don't know if it'll break 100K. I don't know who in retail is going to buy Bitcoin when it's 100K. Not saying that you can buy like 0.0001 Bitcoin. Like people don't really understand that, but it's going to be psychologically more appealing to retail if they can buy like a $3 or $4 ADA versus a 75K Bitcoin. The gains from alts are going to massively stick out, because I do think, looking at Bitcoin dominance, I do think this is going to crash like below 40. And when that happens, these altcoins are going to explode. Like, it's going to be nuts. So let's see. What do we got here? Yo, what up, Larry? Phil, yeah, ADA. ADA is the horse I'm betting on right now. W on the Doge weekly. I'll pull up Doge. It's on my list. Any idea why Sol has been going nuts, but ADA hasn't moved yet? Probably because like Bitcoin profits haven't been put into ADA. Also, ADA was 10 cents earlier this bull market cycle, and now it's at $2.17. I mean, you have to remember, like, just because other alts are going up doesn't mean all of them are going to go up, but they go up in stages. Like, like first you'll have Ethereum go up, and a couple different altcoins will pop up. Like Doge will go up a little bit, and you'll see Link go up, and fucking Sheeb, whatever shit, FTM. I mean, you're going to see like little stages of alts go higher. Like, some of them will go higher, but it's not true alt season yet. So ADA might just be stagnant for a little while, or might slowly gain value, but it won't really go parabolic for a while. So let me turn off these notifications really fast so they don't keep popping up. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. So now let's look at the Bitcoin Daily. Bitcoin Daily, yeah, really, really much like respecting that 60K is now support. I mean, we did go slightly under it. Realistically, if we lost 58.7, 58.9, that would have been really bad. There was a head and shoulders that formed here. I'm going to zoom into that in a second, but overall, this is looking pretty solid. This allowed RSI to kind of pull back down and recoup for probably another strong rally upwards. I mean, looking at the 4 hour, we did have a head and shoulders, not validated. I really thought it was going to get validated on this candle right here, but we bounced and went higher. No problem with that. If you zoom out, we actually have a head and shoulders here that never validated, which actually turned into a double bottom. We went up. This could come back down to 60. I don't think it will. I think the lowest it'll go is probably 61.6. I think that would allow more cool off to happen maybe tomorrow, especially on like the 4 hour. But Larry in my Discord actually pointed this out too. There's a lot of bullish divergence on the 4 hour. A lot. Like a spicy amount. So when you're making these lows, this is how you determine divergence. So we go up here. So this is our first one. Now we make another higher low with lower RSI. And now we make another higher low with even lower RSI. This is very, very bullish. If anyone wants to tell you that we're going to go down to 58 or 53, I doubt it. Everything's breaking out. Everything's looking very, very solid. I mean, the total charts have all just broken out. I don't think Bitcoin's going to go down much. I mean, it could go sideways a little bit, like maybe do some of this and then go up. But overall, we know that when we break out of resistance, we continue higher. We don't just immediately drop. That doesn't really line up with the rules of TA, and some of the rules have been broken this cycle, but I don't think we're going to go below 60K. I don't know if you guys remember last week I kind of showed how when you have these weekly resistances, right? So let me see if I can draw it like this. So when you have weekly resistances and they get broken, so let's see right here. So when you break through these weekly resistances, you continue higher. You don't really pull back. So here at, what is this, 12K? So at 12K when we broke out, we went to 19K. When 19K broke out, we never back tested. We just kept continuing higher. Now we're seeing 60K broken, back tested, and now we're continuing higher. I'm seriously anticipating this to go much higher. I don't think we're going to go any lower than 60K. I've been wrong before, but it just doesn't line up with the way I trade or the way I've seen this market behave in the past, especially with all the breakouts on the total charts. So, all right. Back to the daily. I will admit, this is, looking at this price action now, not bad. Still not a lot, but that's probably because retail isn't really interested yet. We're not seeing a lot of new investors yet. I'm sure they're starting to flow into the market now that we've been above 60K. MACD's looking pretty decent. Nothing too wrong here. RSI again, nice little cool off zone. Nothing bad. All right, let's see, like intraday. I mean, okay, so if you look at this 1 hour, this is kind of nuts how patterns work. You look at this 1 hour, right? And we have this, you know, our peak here, kind of a double top breakdown. We continue lower. Volume's going down the entire time. So the entire time we're falling, volume's going down. That's very bullish price action. But like, look at this 1 hour. It's kind of like a weird double bottom. All right, so now look at this daily. Kind of the same thing. Kind of the same like descending wedge, I guess you could say, which we know descending wedges are bullish. Let's see. Yeah, kind of like a descending wedge. But yeah, it's kind of weird how those patterns work pretty much on all time frames. But yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, Bitcoin will probably retest like this 61.6, but I really don't think we're going to go much lower. Can I look at Matic? Yeah, I'm going to start looking at alts now. Sorry about that. So Ethereum real quick. Ethereum's looking very bullish. This is about as bullish as it gets right now. I mean, we have really good price action leading up on this weekly. I can even, no, we'll just stick with this one. Really good price action leading up. We're breaking out. You know, volumes needs to come in more. Again, I don't think it's quite Ethereum's time, but we have a very nice weekly breakout. And this was very clear resistance at 4K. I mean, even psychological resistance at 4K. This is a perfect breakout. And if you bought Ethereum yesterday before today, man, nice. I did. I actually made Ethereum. I just kind of full sent like half my DCA swing long account into Ethereum. I'm just like, screw it. I think we're bullish and I can risk a 10% loss in that account if I need it. I didn't send the whole account, but I sent it because I think this is bullish. I'm willing to risk like a 5 to 10% portfolio loss for 4x. I mean, I do think Ethereum is probably going to push 10K, maybe higher. If it truly is a cycle behind Bitcoin, we could see 20K. I mean, I don't want to give you guys a bunch of bullish opium and be like, oh yeah, just ape into Ethereum. Like, I mean, I've seen crazier things happen. This thing could dip, but to me, I definitely think we're going to get a 2x out of Ethereum. This is a very good looking chart. Even on the daily, we see this very nice breakout, this very nice, what looks like now we're kind of retesting support. We're consolidating. I mean, this is perfect consolidation. In my opinion, we're going to see Ethereum start to move. It'll probably start taking over Bitcoin, like I said, in about a week or two. So looking really good. Ethereum has IHS and is breaking out now. LOL. Yeah, I see what you're talking. I mean, it's definitely broken this 4168 resistance. I mean, this is looking pretty solid. I mean, it looks kind of like a weird double bot. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it's inverted head and shoulders. Either way, your resistance, if you're looking to get into Ethereum today, is like right around here. Yeah, it's perfect breakout. Now we're like back testing. If we continue sideways here, definitely recommend. I mean, Ethereum going over 4,200, closing 4,200 on this day, or even pushing higher is incredible. Like this is going to really start ripping, just like how we saw earlier in the cycle. So, moving on, I want to talk about QNT real quick. I talked about this last live stream, and I was like, QNT kind of looks like ADA, kind of has this this wedge or this symmetrical triangle. This is looking really, really good. It did kind of break above today, but we pulled back. Keep an eye on this. This could break out at any given moment. I'd say a small buy, like a small breakout buy, 320, but you're looking more for this 340 level. A breakout over there is great, and then your last level is, I believe this is the all-time high. I could be wrong. Yeah, it looks like that's the all-time high, which is about $400. So if QNT closes a daily above $400, going to be a really nice chart. Even like looking at the weekly, yeah, I mean, this is a perfect bull flag. I don't like Sheeb, but just to show the example, let's see, where is Sheeb? There it is. Sheeb saw the same thing on the daily. You have this insane bull flag, and now we're breaking up. And if you bought anywhere here, we'll just say you bought here, you're up 60%. It's crazy. It's crazy how bull flags and patterns work. But yeah, QNT, keep an eye on it. I'm not really going to get super involved in the hourly charts unless you guys want me to. But, I mean, yeah, even this volume, very, very solid for a breakout. But, yeah, QNT, keep an eye on it. All right, to the horse that I'm betting on, ADA. Hasn't done anything. Been really boring. Really boring. But I have good hopes for ADA. Really good. So just looking at the weekly real quick, man, this price action's so good. We have going up and then coming back down or consolidating and volumes going down. This is very bullish. Very bullish. Just price action pattern, everything. Everything looks bullish about ADA. My breakout target's 2.33. At this point, the green triangle's very close to, it's too close to price for me to buy. I mean, I loaded up at 2.12 yesterday. On that close, I loaded up again. Unfortunately, for any of you guys who are in my Discord, I got absolutely boned by Binance US or Binance. If you guys don't know, Binance US is a subsidiary company to Binance, which is the largest exchange in the world. On Thursday, they decided to do this. Yes, that wick right there, that wick, this thing, yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's real. It happened for, I believe, 4 minutes, maybe less. I know it was at least a minute because it's on the minute time frame. Like, what? And for people that are like, oh, it's just a glitch. It's just a glitch. No, it's not. It's not a glitch. Binance has the resources to counter that. That's not a glitch. That's some weird stuff going on here. I mean, okay, maybe it's a glitch, but regardless, the largest exchange in the world, you're telling me they don't have the ability to counter something like this? I mean, this liquidated everybody. Everybody that had a stop loss. It liquidated them. I mean, just me personally, I think Binance should be sued for this. It's not like the market went, it's not like Bitcoin's trading at 8K now. Like, it was for a minute. Ridiculous. ADA. I was in ADA. I was up a ton on ADA. And what? Like, we lost, what is that? I think that's 85%. Let's go with 85. 80%? An 80% drop for 1 minute? Are you kidding me? Like, I'll tell you the story. Story time. Driving to Virginia to go smallmouth bass fishing. New River, if any of you guys have been there. And it's like 4 a.m, getting in my dad's truck, and I'm like, yo, Dad, for any of you guys know, I help my dad with his crypto stuff, and I'm like, ADA is the play. And he uses Coinbase, I use Binance. So, it's like 4 a.m, I'm in the back of the truck, like passed out. I wake up at 7, my phone is buzzing like a storm. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? I take my phone, and I'm like one of my eyes, I'm like, what the and I have notifications that I got liquidated on ADA. And the price is exactly where it was when I went to sleep. I was like, hold on, what just happened? I open up the chart, and that's what happened. Unbelievable. I mean, I filed a complaint. I doubt I'll get any of my money back, but so be it. Whatever. But yeah, ADA looking really good. Don't use Binance US if you're buying ADA. They might completely screw you. But yeah, looking really good. Looks like our support is about 208, 209. Stop loss below, so like 206, maybe 205. You should be safe. If we blow below 208, I mean, I doubt we will, but yeah, I mean, good start of your trade if you want to buy support. Let's look at the ADA to Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's trying to form a double bottom, similar to what it did over here back in August. In August, we saw ADA, I mean, late July even, we saw ADA do 2x. So looking really good. I do think this is going to take off probably in the next week or two. We'll probably double bottom, and then ADA will start picking up steam on Ethereum. I also forgot to cover this, guys. Ethereum has a double bottom on the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. On the daily, confirmed. And we back tested already. This is very, very good for Ethereum. This is another reason why I full sent Ethereum on my DCA or long swing account. I think Ethereum's looking really, really spicy right now. Our next resistance is about 0.07, and then I'd probably say maybe 0.08, and then obviously 0.082. We break 0.082. Ethereum is going to absolutely take over the market space over Bitcoin for quite some time. So, but yeah, ADA looking really good. Hasn't broken out yet. If you want to trade and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, panic buy Bitcoin. Don't panic buy Bitcoin. There are plenty of alts that haven't broken out yet. So, okay, let me look at what else is on my list. I got a lot of stuff. Link. Let's go over Link. Link broke out. Broke out originally on the 23rd, which I believe was Saturday. Link broke out on Saturday, back tested, and now we're breaking back up again. Lucky for me, yesterday I did put some of my long-term DCA swing long account in Link, and now I'm up 10%, which is awesome. But yeah, Link looking really good. Your next breakout point is $35. After $35, I don't want to quite say all-time high, but 42 is probably going to be slight resistance, but then it's 52. I think if we break 35, we are definitely going to see 52. So Link, solid, very solid looking chart. Again, if you want to buy the breakout, looking really good. Let's just look at a 4-hour real quick. Yeah, like this price action. Oh, man, it's so good. This volume going up as we test, volume going up again on the breakout, volume going down on the back test, and again, volume coming in on the next breakout. This looks really good. Could it pull back some? Yeah, I mean, it'll probably pull back to 31, maybe even back down to 29 or 30. But yeah, Link's looking pretty solid. All right, I'm going to do VET. Some people asked for VET. Oh, no, I'm going to check Doge. Don't worry. I just like making you wait. Now I'll do Doge next. So VET broke out. Again, similar to Link, we actually broke out on the 21st. And this is an inverted head and shoulders. Man, this looks like a good chart. I wouldn't buy right now just because we're 13% down, 7% up. The risk reward isn't there. But a breakout above 0.15 and we're looking pretty juicy. So Link, I mean, if you bought this original breakout, you're sitting pretty, you're sitting good. If we backtest 0.12 to 0.123, definitely look to buy that support buy. We've seen in the past that after breakouts, we have backtest, which is perfectly healthy, and then we continue higher. So very likely for VET, I think if we break down below 0.123, that's not a good sign. That's why I kind of don't think alts are going to break their previous support levels, because if they do, that means Bitcoin broke 60K. So looking really good. All right, let's look at Doge. I got a request for Doge. Whoops. Doge. So you said W on the weekly? Yeah. I mean, kind of. Kind of. It's looking pretty good for that double bottom setup. Obviously, your biggest resistance here is 0.34, maybe 0.35. But let's look at the daily. Yeah, the daily broke out, back tested. If you bought this back test, you're a good trader. That was a great buy if you did that. I personally haven't bought Doge. I'm focusing on ADA. I'm just like impatient with ADA, but I'm like, I don't want to buy these other alts because I know as soon as I do, ADA is going to rip. So, but Doge, I mean, very clean breakout, very clean back test. Could we go sideways a little bit? Yes. But I don't know. It looks like this is a pretty bullish looking chart, in all honesty. We've got some great price action in here. I mean, you've got price going up, volume going up. Pretty damn bullish, in my opinion. Your next resistance, probably slight resistance, 0.32. And then obviously we break 0.34 and it's moon season. So just keep an eye on that. The breakout did already happen. I mean, you could buy now. It's still like this risk reward is pretty good. Let's see, 6% down to a 20% up. You're about a 3-to-1. I like 4-to-1s, but a 3-to-1's still pretty good. Weekly chart, laugh my ass off. Yeah. But risk management wise, like not a bad trade to get into. You're a 3-to-1. You could get in with 20% of your portfolio. You got a 6% stop loss. That's about a 1.2% portfolio loss. Pretty good trade setup. I mean, I wouldn't look to enter more until we start breaking more resistances, but pretty solid setup. Not going to lie. Doge, look at that. Looking pretty bullish, at least in this leg. So let's see, what else do I have on my list? All right, Adam. I wanted to go over Adam. Adam, so I previously talked about, I believe when Adam was around here on the 4th of October, that this is looking very bullish. It has looked very bullish for a while. We have price going up, volume going up, very, very bullish. We have what looks like down or maybe sideways with volume going down. This could absolutely continue higher. Like this is a very bullish chart, similar to ADA, similar to Q&T. The price action looks really good. I can't tell you if this will keep going down or up. Adam looks like a very volatile chart with all these wicks in here, but I mean, I don't even know if I would consider 0.3 or $34 true resistance. I mean, it looks like we went up and now we're below and then we're up. So maybe where the wicks are, but overall, I mean, I don't know. Adam could probably go back down and retest and then go higher for the double bottom. That'd be really solid. But overall, I mean, I'd say your support on this one. Let's see. Your support on this one is about 12% down to 25% up. So it's a 2-to-1 if you want to take this trade now. I personally wouldn't, or I'd do like a really small amount if you're a big Adam person. But sorry. But I mean, overall, like the price action looks gorgeous if you're bullish. So, all right, let's see. Actually, let's look at a weekly. Maybe the weekly. Yeah, the weekly. I mean, we have clear. Even if you want to put it for wicks, I don't know. It just looks like it's kind of ranging, kind of chilling. I mean, we just saw it go. I mean, we literally saw it go up, do a 4x, and it's only pulled back 30%. I mean, this is most likely $30 is support. Just keep an eye on it. I mean, it lines up pretty well with this peak. So, I mean, you could do this. Yeah. So, Sandals, you want XRP. It's the #1 bot crypto in Europe. Why? XRP. I don't think I've looked at XRP in a fat minute. All right, so XRP. Let's just draw like quick and simple lines here. So XRP looks like an inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, we have our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder. Thanks for the sub, Lewis. Really appreciate it, man. So we have our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder, and it looks like there's your neckline about. Yeah, I mean, this could be a good trade. Let's see, your shoulder. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of ranging between this right shoulder. This also could be considered maybe a double bottom kind of looking thing. I mean, decent entry for sure. I mean, you've got a 3% down to 7% up, so it's like 2-to-1, but not bad. I mean, definitely if we break above 1.17, we're going to see 1.39. So not a bad place to at least start a trade if you're worried about buying in here. But we're still closer to support than we are to resistance, so not bad. At least your reward's higher than your risk. Thoughts on XTZ? I bought at 630, but wondering if we might see a touchdown to 6 or 610 for a bounce off historical trend line. Yeah, I'll do XTZ. So XTZ. Let me remove some of these. These are old. XTZ. So there, I'm guessing this is your historical trend line. Man, that price action kind of very volatile, if I'm going to be honest. But this sloping down with this kind of volume, man, that's very bullish. That's a good looking wave down. I mean, very, very volatile asset. But even MACD is starting to weaken on the selling side. Your RSI is kind of flattening out. So, I mean, I don't think we'll go below 6. We could, at most, go down to 620. So if you're in at 630, let's see. If you're in at 630, oh, nice, you're in profit too. So if you're at 630, I mean, just put your stop. Just put your stop at like 605. I mean, the risk reward's there. It looks like, yeah, we might bounce off historical trend. I don't like this weekly MACD though, but that can always change. Looks like we have a double bottom though, or what looks like is trying to make a double bottom. I don't know. I mean, we could see this come back down and then shoot up like this. So there's a possibility we go down to like 630, 635 area. But I mean, you break this historical trend line and this thing will get nuked. I'm not a huge fan of this weekly, but it just looks like it's very volatile. This looks like something I would want to day trade. Like, I wouldn't really want to hold this. Roman, my ADA 4 hour shows a diamond pattern that's going to break out. Hold on. I got to look at this. I got to see this. Oh, yeah, I mean, this. I thought maybe this could make an inverted head and shoulders, if that's what you're talking about. On the 4 hour, like if I zoom in, you've got kind of a left shoulder here ahead, and what looks like wants to make a right shoulder, maybe go down to here and then continue up for sure. I still think it's going to be a couple days to a week for ADA to really move. So, why are alts behaving much differently now compared to the same Bitcoin prices back in April? Doesn't feel right. Well, we know that. So, for any of you guys that are new, and I've kind of said this a couple times, in bull market cycle, you have Bitcoin, then you have Ethereum, then you have alts, and then you have shit. So Bitcoin takes the show, right? And Bitcoin will probably go to 70K really before alts start moving. So then those profits start moving into Ethereum, and Ethereum will probably go to maybe 6, 7K, and then we'll go into alts, small cap alts like ADA, like Sol, maybe Bitcoin Cash, Doge, some Q&T, some of those. And then those profits get put into shit. Sounds really weird. But those profits get put into shit coins like your Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is now a top 10 crypto, so I don't know if we can consider it anymore. But your Ass Coin, your Cum Rocket, your Safe Moon, your coins that'll do like a 50x in like a week. Like that's what these are. So I'm going to leave this up here. Just know that Bitcoin takes the show first, which it is doing right now. Then Ethereum. I mean, I went over total. So total with Bitcoin and stuff, we were breaking out. And then with Ethereum and alts starting to break out, and then just alts hasn't broken. I mean, we haven't closed the weekly yet, but that just kind of shows you how that graph works. You can definitely find it on Twitter or online, but that is how this works. Bitcoin's stealing the show right now. Actually, Bitcoin has the show right now. Ethereum is starting to steal the show, and then your smaller caps will steal the show from Ethereum. Honestly, I think when Ethereum starts pumping, though, like most alts pump, like ADA, I mean, ADA was literally 10 cents or like when it started, and it went all the way to 228 before our Bitcoin pullback. We did a 14x. Like, yeah, okay, these last 3 weeks, this is when small caps really start to steal the show. But, I mean, overall, it's just getting started. Just getting started. All right. Yo, what up, Rishi? How's it going, man? Happy to see you here. Oh, for Cheese Clock, I'm going to go over Bitcoin Cash. I know we kind of did it last night, but I'm going to do it again for you. Bitcoin Cash broke its like macro trend for sure. I mean, let's just even do this. Yeah, it definitely broke its macro trend. Kind of doing what ADA's kind of doing, where it's consolidating. This looks like an inverted head and shoulders in a way. You have your left shoulder, your head, and now what looks like a right shoulder. I'd say your breakout point, 650, 656, somewhere around here. And then your next one is 810. So, also, I mean, I guess you can get real fancy and kind of draw like a triangle in here. I mean, you can even do like this. Yeah, I mean, if you're like, oh, I want to try and get in this now, we're, small buy for sure. I would put my stop below this daily wick at 558. But I don't know if you guys remember, Bitcoin Cash didn't pop off until the end of the bull market. Like really pop off until the end of the bull market in April. So this is probably going to take some time to get some steam going. I mean, yeah, it was going up. Very volatile though. Holy crap. But it really didn't see a significant move until April. So this is more like a end of the bull market kind of deal. So hopefully that helps again, Cheese. Yeah, I mean, even like weekly MACD looking really solid. This thing could rip at any given moment, but just looking back in the past, it's really only ripped towards the end of the bull market. And it also, I don't like trading things that don't break their all-time highs from 2017. So just know that this has not broken its all-time high. Could it? Sure, but its all-time high is, let's see. Yeah, about 5x. So, I mean, yeah, it could do a 5x for sure. But we'll have to wait and see for that for sure. All right, let's look at a couple other alts. Let's look at Solana. This chart's nuts. Yeah, Solana, wow, really broke out here at 174. 174 would have been a great buy. And then again at 195. It looks like we did wick below, which sucks. Let's see if we can see on the weekly. Nah. But yeah, I mean, this is breaking out pretty nicely. We're almost to the point of price discovery. It looks like this thing wants to move. I mean, you break this all-time high, it'll move. I mean, could we come back and retest this and move sideways and continue up? Yeah, I think that'd be healthy, especially now that the daily's starting to get overbought. But we saw over here, it didn't matter. So just keep an eye on Solana. If you see something like that, like we go up and then we see this kind of like bull flag here, not going to be perfect, but you see a kind of bull flag there and a breakout, oh, man, could be a solid buy. But yeah, Solana looking pretty good. Looking, if you're in it, looking pretty bullish, to be honest. All right, on that note, I'm going to take a couple more alts. I'm going to do Matic because someone asked for Matic. But after that, I'm going to get out of here. So, whoa, sorry I had to go pick someone up. Did you already look at Matic? No. I'm going to pull up Matic right now. Actually, Matic. Just intraday support and resistance. Yeah, we broke up. We retested. It looks like we're starting to drift back up. We're not quite in the risk reward area I'd like to be in. That's a 6% up to 12% down. So I wouldn't take this trade personally. I mean, could we just be forming a flag or this kind of looks like an ascending wedge, which technically is a bearish pattern, but with all the bullishness that's going around in this market right now, I think this is pretty bullish. Also, it's just kind of like consolidating up, but kind of an ascending wedge. But yeah, your next resistance is 174, And after that, I mean, God, 220. It's kind of hard to call it from there because like Matic was really in price discovery mode over here, and it really ranged really hard. But I mean, even something like Matic, what are we up? Yeah, we're only up 143% from the bottom, and I believe only up 62% in terms of a small cap alt. This is a very, I mean, this thing we know popped off, but it was towards the end of the bull market. But I mean, I guess early you could consider that. But really, once Bitcoin lost a lot of steam in the February and the April time frame, that's when Matic popped off. So that's kind of what I expect here again. I think we'll kind of slowly drift up, but once Bitcoin starts to really stop showing that it's running the show and Ethereum's taking over or small cap coins are taking over, Matic will move. I mean, to be completely honest, again, going back to Bitcoin dominance, we really need to see dominance start dropping for these alts to go up. But you know, a lot of them are either right above their breakout target, which is a great entry point, or they're consolidating. Like again, ADA. If you are not in this market right now, this is an absolute great trade to make, or at least to look at, especially if we break over 2.33. Now, tomorrow, could we go down some and maybe retest? Yeah, absolutely. It's totally possible. But I'm not counting on it breaking 2.08. I think it's going to consolidate and maybe push a little higher here and there, do some stuff. Maybe a random day it'll pop up a little bit and then pop back down. But overall, I'm pretty bullish on ADA. So yeah, I'll do DOT. I'll do DOT real quick for sure. DOT. Yeah, it looks like we had a nice breakout, retest. So 39 is your. Ooh, looks like we're kind of breaking out a little bit. I mean, we're kind of breaking out of the resistance I had said. I mean, if we want to be really conservative, we could say 45 or maybe even 47. Let's stay with the really conservative view and say it's 48-ish. I mean, we're more towards resistance than we are support. Could this pull back? Yeah. Price action's looking pretty good. I mean, on the way up, very, very bullish price action. Kind of going sideways and, you know, everything's cooling off. MACD's kind of looking at I think that DOT will probably come down, maybe range, and then push up, something like that. Although price action is strong, we didn't break out, and the breakout point still is pretty high. Let's see on the weekly. Oh, that's why it was here. Okay, so if we weekly close this above, that's okay. Pay attention to this on Sunday, Dave. Pay attention to it on Sunday. This could be a very, very good looking chart if this weekly breaks out of 44. So 44 is, I mean, looks like we're kind of rejecting it. I mean, I think we're kind of above it. So maybe end of day today, you can get a small buy-in, but I'd really wait for the weekly close. I mean, regardless, I think alts are it's gonna still take a little while for alts to really start popping off. But yeah. Algorand breaking out today from the looks of it. Algo isn't breaking out yet, unfortunately. I'd love it to, but not yet. It's getting close, I think a little bit more consolidation, a little bit more sideways movement will allow for more accumulation, and then someone's going to throw the huge buy-in that starts pushing price upwards. So, all right, guys, it's been about an hour. I think I'm going to call it there. So thank you so much for coming out today. Nice little audience. I think we had about 25 people. That's great. As always, if you guys are in Discord or you subscribed, like the videos will be up, I think in like an hour now. They process pretty quickly now. But if you're in Discord, you get the notification that the video is up if you want to rewatch it. Or if you want to rewatch it and ask me a question, you're more than welcome to. Again, please join Discord. We've got about 500 members. It's a great little community. For the most part, pretty productive and positive. And as always, please like and subscribe if you like the content. It really helps me out. Really helps me get my name out. And then, as always, guys, be patient, use risk management, and good luck.